There is one movement all over 60s must learn. But before we get into that, if you don't know me, my name is Tom and I'm an expert in mobility and movement for the over 60s. What is this movement I am talking about? Well, it's the simple movement of standing up out of a chair. This is known as the sit to stand. Why is it so important? Well, we use it every single day when we're getting out of a seat, when we're getting out of a car, when we get off a toilet. Will you catch my drift? Why is this movement so important? Well, the sit to stand seems very easy, but if you've got the wrong technique, you can injure yourself, or even worse, you can fall. And the reason for this is because as we age, our muscle strength decreases in our legs and our mobility decreases. And I find a lot of my clients really do struggle with this, and I try to teach them the correct technique, and that's what I'm going to do with you guys. And hopefully in this video, over the course of 4 to 6 weeks, you should see lots of improvement. So let's learn how to do the sit to stand correctly. So as you can see, I'm sitting in a nice sturdy chair. I've got a back on it, which is really important to practice this sit to stand technique. What we're going to do, we're going to think about our posture. We're going to sit up nice and tall in the chair, and we're going to wriggle forward to the front portion of the seat. And with our feet, we're going to bring our feet slightly behind our knees so they're at an angle. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive through my heels, and with that motion, stand up out of the chair. And we're going to do it nice and slow. We're going to come up nice and slowly, bringing the weight through the heels and standing back up. But before we sit down, we need to make sure that we can feel the back of the chair on our calves. So we can feel the back of the chair. When we can feel it there, we're going to slowly sit back down, controlling the sit. We're not going fast. We're not going to bounce on the chair. It's really important we control it. So we're going to bring our hips back, keeping our back straight, and sit back down into the chair. So I'm just going to show you the technique from a different angle, so it's a little bit easier for you to understand. Okay, I'm sitting up tall. I'm thinking about my posture. I'm wriggling forward in the seat. I'm sitting up nice and tall. I'm bringing my feet, my heels slightly behind my knees. And I'm going to drive up, putting the weight through my heels very slowly. We're going to come back up and stand nice and tall. Feeling the back of the chair with your calves, so you know it's there. We're going to slowly sit down. We're going to arch at the hips, bringing them back down behind us and sitting back down in the seat. Keeping that movement nice and slow and controlled the whole time. Okay, I've shown you the proper technique, how to do the sit to stand. Let me just tell you a few things to look out for that are wrong. The first thing is attempting the sit to stand too far back. This puts unnecessary load on the knees and can be a little bit dangerous. That's why I tell you to come to the front of the seat and drive up through your heels. All right, another one is bringing your feet too close together and then bringing your knees together and using the power of the knees to stand up. Okay, that can cause an injury, so we're not going to do that at all. We keep our feet reasonably wide and we make sure we put the weight through our heels as we stand up, because if we start trying to put them through our toes, we can lean forward and fall, and you put unnecessary load onto your knees as well. All right, something else to consider is if you do struggle, some of my clients really do struggle without support with their arms. So you can get a chair with arms, and it's not cheating to initially start by pushing off the arms and then standing up using the arms. All right, so the most important thing here is when you're sitting back down, you can use the arms as long as they're high enough, but again, we have to control the sit. So what I'd recommend there, if you're struggling to get out of the chair without the arms, find a chair with arms, use that for a few weeks, and as you get stronger, we can progress to not using the arms at all and standing up without that support. So you're probably sitting there thinking, how long is this going to take me to notice improvements? Well, generally the rule of thumb is anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks. And what I recommend is you start with 5 sit to stands 3 times per day. And progressively that will become a little bit easier. And we can increase that to 10 times, 3 times per day. So just going over that again, when you first start, I recommend you do 5 sit to stands 3 times per day. And as you find that it gets a little bit easier, we increase that to doing 10 sit to stands 3 times per day. And you'll be amazed at the results you can get from this. You'll notice the improvements 4 to 6 weeks, like I said, and you'll find your strength in your legs and your mobility and general movement will increase significantly. So in conclusion, the sit to stand is a very important exercise to master and learn for the over 60s. It strengthens our legs, our core, and increases our mobility and lessens the risk of injury when we're trying to stand up out of a chair. Now, if you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, or if you have any questions at all, leave a comment below for us. We have lots of other videos on our channel, and a lot of them do incorporate that sit to stand exercise, so be sure to check those out. See you all again. Have a great day. Bye now.